side of things this spring. How's that part of it going?
It's going really well. I mean, it's nice like to kind of really like start like they always talk about starting in your role. Like just for me right now, it's taking a step back, making sure like paying attention to like those details, right? Watching film with the young guys, trying to lead, help them out, show them when they can take the next step, and that helps me take my next step as well.
So Grill said you're basically like the GA in the room. Do you like that kind of role? Or?
I mean, it's fun, dude. I mean, I've been around like, I don't know, man. I love football, and any way I can help, I want to be a part of this team. Like, again, like this team's done so much for me in my development since I've been here. I've had older guys lead me and help me throughout the process. I'm just trying to do that for the younger guys as well.
What's it going to take for Demitri Washington to get to another level, maybe become a 10, 12 sack guy in this thing, first team, all league player? People said that's in you. How do you get there, man?
You just got to focus on, I mean, just trying to do the best I can every single day and just trying to be my best self. I mean, kind of the one goal that kind of I have for myself every day is just be my best, be the best version of myself in anything I do. And that's just me attacking like one step at a time. I mean, I'm not really motivated by all the external stuff, but it's really just like focus on how can I be my best and what am I doing to be my best self and how can I help my team win.
Brill said the film you've been watching, you're almost understanding offensive concepts and trying to understand people around you on defense. What have you learned by just really focusing on that?
I mean, like, it's like anything. Like, if the more you can recognize patterns, what offenses do, depending on certain areas of the field, recognizing their tendencies, the coordinator's tendencies, the quarterback's tendencies, the tendencies of the O-line, back cheats, where the tight ends are. Like, I mean, just the faster you can play, right? And the more you can identify those patterns, you can kind of see things before they happen, I think. Everyone talks about like seeing like when you're out there, you feel like you're in the zone, everything's in slow motion. But that really just comes through preparation. So the more I can understand what they're doing, the more it can help me play.
You mentioned before how important it is for you to play free. Do you feel like when you get on the field with all that knowledge in the back of your head now that it's just going to be like you're in the zone all the time?
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal, right? Every time you're out on the field and every time you're prepping and every time you're preparing, you want to be in that zone. That's kind of what I strive for every day and why I try to be like my best self at practice in the film room so that happens on game day.
We were kind of joking about it when you walked up, but you are one of the older guys in the team now, and especially with everything you guys lost on defense last year. How are you approaching this year in terms of leadership?
Honestly, just trying to be what the guys need, depending on the day. I mean, and also just trying to be kind of like how I view leadership, right? Is like someone told me like a long time ago when I was in high school, like lead from the middle, but not just from like being like in the pack and stuff like that, but like try to be there, be empathetic where people at, try to be there for people, show them how it's done, not just telling them what to do, but actually being there with them and not asking anything of somebody else that I'm not willing to do as myself.
And I'm sure you're working with all of them, but is there one edge rusher that you've really kind of taken under your wing in the last couple of seasons?
I'm working with a lot of them. I mean, we have a lot of new guys, and I think, hopefully all of them can feel like I've taken them under their wing in like some aspect. I mean, we're going to ask a lot from young guys who haven't really played much, haven't really been a part of this defense, and I want to make sure I do everything possible to help them and set them up for success.
Jaden Virgin's a guy who came in here as a 4-star recruit. What have you seen out of him in the last couple of years, and where have you seen him grow the most?
I mean, Jaden's an athletic dude, and he's really, really physical. I think when he goes out on the field, you see him, he's willing to do whatever for like our brotherhood, our team. So I think that's kind of what I'm seeing from him, someone who's willing to put his body out there, super athletic guy, and someone's going to help us a lot right now and in the future.
And obviously, Weggis and Kevon Ryder on the field right now. What have you seen out of them so far, and what are they going to add to the defense?
Yeah, just two like talented young guys. I think people that do a lot of things well, and I think now they're just gonna they're learning our stuff, focusing on what we do and how their skill sets kind of help our defense and what they can do to making sure that their part helps us as a whole. And I think they're going to take that next step as well.
When you just appreciate the game of football, Demitri, but when you step on the field for like your fifth or sixth spring, how is that different from like your first or second spring here?
I mean, I think it's like a lot of people don't really like think about it as you get older, like you're just appreciative to like be out there. I mean, college football is hard, and most people have like kind of painted perfect picture of themselves, especially you work so hard to get to college football, then you get there, you have success, you kind of see what it could be, right? But then once like now you're an older guy, you know like how hard it is to get there and how hard it is to work for your brother, and you honestly are just appreciative to be out there. You just want to be the best for the guy next to you, the best for your teammates and things like that.
Speaking of teammates, what do you think of Markel Reed?
How's he looking so far?
He's looking great. Head looks a little funny right now. Socks don't really match the outfit I'm looking at. But I mean, no, like Kells is like a great player. I mean, people have seen him do some incredible things, and you see someone that's like working really, really hard for us. And honestly, like he's leading the young guys and pushing that corner room to be its best.
I know that was a loaded question with him here. I want to go back to you said you kind of paint a picture of like of yourself when you're younger. How close is that to like the image you've become?
I think it's like everything I kind of imagined I'd get out of like my experience at Boise State. It's honestly nothing I thought it would be, but it's more than I could have ever like imagined. I think like the friendships I've developed, the amount like it's helped me, the amount I've grown, the amount of like mentors I've had, the amount of brothers I've had, the amount of like honestly like I wouldn't change my experience for anything, from the injuries, from the struggles, from all those big moments. Like I think it's just prepared me to honestly kind of handle anything, and I think it's helped me like be appreciative of this game, be appreciative of my brothers, be appreciative for the mentors I have in the staff that have been here, past, present, and honestly, I'm just really, really grateful to be here.
So when you're younger, you're saying like, I'm gonna get 10 sacks my junior year or something like that, and then it becomes like just this totally different thing you learn and grow.
I think like obviously like everyone, we all want to make those plays. We all want to have like this image of, oh, I'm going to get out here, all Mountain West right away, 10 plus sacks, all the hype starts building up. You start to hear those things. And then if it doesn't happen, then you're crushed or anything like that. But I think, I've experienced that. And I think you have a lot of hype and all this stuff. You play well early and then you struggle, get injured. And then you hear all the crazy stuff, like you all hear the stuff, you get the DMs, all that stuff. But I think as like you get older and as you like experience it, when you have like those big moments for your team, I've had moments where I played well, where I was struggling, and these guys like brought me back in and meant like the world to me. And also like if I am struggling, the people who've came up to me and Coach A, Coach D, Jabril, my teammates, like, hey bro, like love you, man, like we're gonna be good, like it just means the world, dude. And I wouldn't change it for anything.
You've had all those experience and a rocky career in terms of injuries and stuff like that. What allows you to come into another year and not focus? There's been so many years that have like ended poorly. How do you come into it positive and being like, not scared about maybe another injury or something?
These guys, man. These are my brothers. I've grown so much, like a part of this program. I've grown so much, and all these mentors and stuff. And right now I'm just trying to be the guy before all those stuff happens, that like, and someone when I was in that moment, when I had those injuries, where I am by myself and didn't know what, like, was nervous, scared, sad, upset. And I want to be the person that like could go to him and say, hey bro, everything's going to be okay. And I think that's what gets me through, and that can make me work hard and do whatever I have to do. I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to be someone that my old self could have been proud of now.
Jabril jokingly called you his GA this. I'm sure you want to test the waters at the pro level playing wise, but have you ever thought about going to coaching one day?
Man, I love football. I want to be a part of football for as long as I can. I don't know what the future holds or anything like that. I don't really think about it. I just try to be where I am right now and with those guys, and whatever happens, happens. Like, I love this game, and obviously you see a coaching tree that come out of here from past players and stuff like that, but I don't really think about that stuff right now. I'm just trying to be the best I can for right now, for this season, and for my brothers right now going through spring ball.
One more, Demitri. What can you tell us about what you've seen in Matt Latter's growth over the last couple of years?
Man, I've seen Matt grow a lot. I knew Matt for kind of a while. He's from the San Diego area. We went to high schools that played each other. He's a really talented dude, strong kid, great blocker, works incredibly hard. Goofy guy, but I love that dude. He's a great player. He's going to be an incredible player for Boise State in the future, and one of those guys is growing every single day.
You kind of said the same thing. What makes him goofy, or as Nate says, it's a guy you want to be around?
Just got to look at him, dude. Look at his mannerisms. He does funny things, but great fisherman, dude. If he shows you guys the picture of a fish he just caught the other day, I think it was kind of crazy, but didn't want to share it with anybody, so I know we might have some issues there, but no, he's just a great player, dude. He's going to be incredible right this year and future years, so he's happy to have him.